Hare Krishna. What do we do after getting up early in the morning? We say thanks to the Lord for giving us the new day? No, we immediately start searching for mobile because we want to see how many messages have come, how many notifications are there, how many mails are there, and we check the mobile and we reply to them, and then we realize that the mobile's battery is draining out. Then we start searching for mobile charger, isn't it? Then we put mobile for charging for 2-3 hours so that it can work effectively throughout the day. And then we depart for the office. This is the start of our day, right? Similarly, we have to understand that our whole body and the mind is also like a mobile, a machine. It also needs the charging. We are very expert and careful of taking care of the body, right? But we usually, not usually, but always we forget to take care of the mind, to replenish the mind, to charge the mind. And that is basically cause of all the problems and mental troubles. Any activity, may that be study, your job, or any kind of work, sucks our physical energy as well as the mental energy. We replenish the physical energy by eating some food, but how do we replenish the mind's energy which has been drained out throughout the activity, right? So because of the yesterday's task which we have taken, the mind is already tired, and then for today's task we pull the mind, we drag the mind for new task, and we expect the mind to work with the same efficiency, yeah, but it can't work efficiently because we have not fed the mind sufficiently as we have fed to the body, right? So that's why it's our responsibility to feed the mind also. Many people think that the movies and the dramas and the songs and all these other entertaining things are like nourishment to the mind, but no, it's like fast food. Fast food is like only for temporarily, right? But for a long term it only produces troubles. Similarly, all these things like temporary things like the movies and songs, they doesn't provide any nourishment, any substance to the mind. Mind needs something substantial for its nourishment, right? And that's why it is necessary to provide something important to the mind so that it can sustain, it can work effectively throughout the day. Now, have you noticed one thing, that although you have closed some of the apps, still on the mobile's background some apps are constantly running, and that is actually draining the mobile's energy, mobile's battery. So similarly, although we may not be working effectively, or we may be idle, but some unnoticeable apps like tension and worries are constantly running in the mind, and that's how the mind's energy is constantly draining out slowly, and that's why we need to delete these apps of tension and worries. But how to do that? So there is only one way to charge the mind, and that is meditation. For the most of the people, meditation is like a boring stuff, but please understand that the meditation is the food for the soul. Meditation is the food for the mind, and that's why in the scripture it is said the most easiest type of the meditation is mantra meditation, for especially for this age of Kali Yuga, which is full of disturbances and full of quarrels. If the battery is spoiled, we can change the battery. But what if the mind is spoiled, or what if it gets wild? We cannot change it. We have to tolerate it. That's why it is said prevention is better than cure. So we need to take care of the mind, just like we take care of the body by regularly feeding it, by regularly bathing it. So similarly, we need to take care of the mind by regularly chanting the holy names of the God. So when we chant the holy name of the God, it refreshes and soothes the mind and also energizes ourselves, our soul. So whenever we go to charge the mobile in the morning, we also need to remind ourselves that have you charged yourself? Have I charged myself? Yes, I am charging my mobile, but what about me? What about my mind? What about my soul? Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.